Bowls Australia acknowledges the traditional owners and custodians of the land in which this stream is produced. We pay our respects to all First Nations people and acknowledge elders past and present.
Session 2 about to get underway here at the National Schools Championships of 2024. Val Febo here with you once again on Ringside Live for the pairs match between Billy Coffey and Cam Wellington of Western Australia against two familiar faces in Jasmine Smith and Chanel Chakouch, both of whom were very, very prominent at the Junior Golden Nugget earlier on this year. Both making the final, I believe, with Jasmine Smith getting the job done in the end. But Peter Williams back alongside me, Club Support Manager at Bowls Australia here in Victoria. Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks very much, Val. I think
it is freezing out here.
It is freezing, but I think this should be a cracker of a game. The first game was a bit of a slow start for South Australia, but this one hopefully will be head-to-head, and we should see some very good bowling. Okay, it's a fairly long end to start with. Jack's been rolled already. They're straight into it. And first bowl's coming down now. And his weight looks pretty good. Just about a metre short. Or probably just over a metre short. As Val said, the wind is probably picking up, and I think it's the wind chill factor here at the moment is about -5.
Yeah, it is quite chilly. That is for sure.
Is this going into the ditch? No. Luckily he's hit the other bowl, so it slowed that one down because it was going to go into the ditch. With this wind, it's not going to be easy for these bowlers at the moment. It's probably shot bowl at the moment, and it's just over 2 foot away. Jack high bowl, probably shot. We're playing a 3-bowl pairs format, which is good.
Mick Devine from School Sport Australia, National Sports Advisor, about to join us very, very shortly. So good to see, and it's good to see like a mixed pairs type format.
It is. All players enjoying themselves, having a smile and a chat as they go past, which is nice to see. Seems to be how it's been happening all day. Everyone seems to have a few smiles on their face and a bit of a laugh, which is great. A little bit heavy in the ditch. And that weight's come off. It's anyone's game at the moment.
Certainly is. Just getting a feel for the rink.
Yes, they are. Last ball probably shot as it pushes the opposition ball out. That might stay up. Ooh. Oh, and she's kicked the other ball as well. That one's also in the ditch. New South Wales probably 2 down by the looks of the head. It's sort of hard to say because they're all a fair way away, Val. Here comes shot, I reckon.
Chanel.
And we have the best shot of the day coming up last from Chanel.
That will do. Very good start for her. So Jasmine Smith will set things up again.
Okay, that was a little bit all over the place. Hopefully they'll settle down now.
They will.
And get used to the what's going on with this wind.
So they start with a 1. And what we're going to have is 16 ends here in this pairs. As Mick Devine is about to jump on the microphone with us. Was that wind absolutely
blows everything away.
Cannons up on us. And Mick's just about to jump on with us, National Sports Advisor at School Sports Australia. Welcome.
Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for having us on, and thanks for your support live streaming.
Absolutely, no problem. It's been a great start to the morning. How have you found it yourself?
A little bit chilly, but
a little bit.
The bowls is great. It's the first time we've managed to have 5 states. It's grown from 2 states last year, and basically it's a little bit of a learning curve for us all organising something this big, but we wouldn't want it any other way.
Certainly not.
Yeah, we have to congratulate you. It's fantastic having all the states here. And next time maybe we can even get Tasmania over. That'd be nice.
I mean, it's getting used to all of the different states' sort of organisations, and they've all been great to work with. And any state that wants to join in, we're more than willing to have them here. And obviously Bowls Australia have been a huge push behind it as well. I've had a long association with Brett Hughes, having bowled with him about 20 years ago, and as soon as I took over, he was pretty quick to get onto me and sort of see what we could do, and the support that Bowls Australia have provided has really given us this opportunity. So,
yeah, for sure.
Thanks there.
So we've got New South Wales holding 2 shots at the moment, but this bowl looks pretty good. It's coming in for shot and sitting right on the jack. Beautiful bowl. Nice delivery. We'll see what happens because the wind's tearing across. It's coming in nicely here. That is a very good bowl and shot. What a great bowl. And comes down and marks her own bowl. So.
Jasmine Smith, an absolute star in the making. I can't remember if I said it was Chanel or Jasmine that won the junior nugget. It was Jasmine, 21-12.
That's right. Okay, didn't get the shot, but he's put it in a very good spot there.
So these two know each other very well, playing at the same club, Jasmine and Chanel. As you can hear the wind in the effects mic, Mick, it's absolutely chilly. You Melbourne-based yourself? Or?
No, I'm actually Blue Mountains in New South Wales.
So you're used to weather like this?
Used to some indifferent weather at times, but no, it's... I mean, we all have to deal with it, and the kids are doing a great job, but it certainly adds an extra element for them trying to judge this little bit of a gusty wind.
Certainly does.
some of the bowls that they're playing in spite of the wind are of the highest standard, definitely.
Okay, this one looks like just a little bit short.
Someone on the rink next door almost walked into that pink bowl, that orange bowl of Chanel. So here's Cam Wellington.
Okay, Cam's not going to be short here. He wants to disturb the head. He's gone through, unfortunately. But that's the shot to play. You need to get that jack out. This looks much better weight. Oh, good try. All you have to do is just thin it up a little bit and you'll get some action on the jack here. Playing good weight again.
Just to get around that front bowl of Chanel, he has done so, but...
Very good try again. Just needed a little bit of fraction more of a swing.
It does look like that forehand. They're very comfortable drawing on it, but it's a little bit tighter when you play weight. I think the wind's holding it up down there.
I think you're exactly right. It's a very hard shot to play.
Probably takes a couple of goes at it to adjust to that.
Well, he's about to have his third go, so we'll see how he goes. That's the great thing about 3-bowl pairs. You can have 2 practice bowls to get your line. And here he goes again for the same shot.
Yeah, he's just saying it's holding out a bit there.
Oh, very similar again. Yeah, very difficult shot to play, on the carpet especially. Okay, New South Wales with the mat again. Jack on the tee, fairly long, nearly full length. By the looks.
So they just continue here, Smith and Chakouch. An hour and 30-minute time limit is what we get. So we finish here at 12:15. 16 ends. Whatever comes first.
Yes, and it seems like most of the games this morning, with the slightly quicker green being the carpet, the time was the main factor.
If it hold, oh, only just fell in. Give WA a chance to come up. This will probably pull up a bit here. A bit over a metre short. Looks like it's pulling up. Not easy playing full length in this wind. This weight looks pretty good. Yep, lovely bowl. Just a couple of feet through. Nice spot there. If you're skipping that rink, you'd be happy with that.
What has Billy got?
Billy's going to pull up again.
So Jasmine, if her family is anything to go by, she's destined for pretty great things. Her sister, Brianna, who we all know very well, is one of the right-at-home Jackaroos.
Great
over
bowler.
to Hong Kong in November for the Hong Kong International Classic.
She's lost her weight here.
You can actually feel that wind shifted from what it was this morning as well, so they're actually bowling almost into a bit
the
of
wind.
a breeze, whereas this morning it was coming from behind the club quite strongly, so just adding another element for them.
This one just going to go around. So he got his weight right.
Yeah, better there. They're all shaking their heads. It's tough conditions.
Yeah, the wind just throws things out of whack, but it's been played in pretty good spirits already. Chanel's pretty jovial and enjoying herself out there. Could see her just jumping around beforehand. I think she just looks pretty happy to be here representing New South Wales.
As you would be. I think all the players are very happy representing their states.
Yes, I know it's with the New South Wales system, it's quite a difficult selection process. So someone like Chanel's gotten through a few levels to be able to get here and represent New South Wales. So I know they are very happy to be here for it.
Jasmine and Chanel both representing St. John's Park, the juggernaut that they are. Winner of the 2024 Junior Nugget Invitational at Club Tweed, which is so impressive.
It is.
Won the pairs at the 2024 New South Wales State Junior Championships with Chanel. So these two are very, very handy bowlers.
And there's shot. Jack high weight.
Jasmine and Chanel proving to be a thorn in the side of this Western Australian team. And Chanel actually qualified for the 2024 Australian Indoor Championships as well. Favourite bowlers for her, Dawn Heyman and Kelsey Cottrell.
Last bowl shot. Great bowl. Shot bowl just over a foot short. So still plenty of room. Nicely out of the hand. Plenty of weight on it. Maybe looking for the bowl, shot bowl. Okay, WO holding one. Let's see if he can add.
Cam Wellington, his favourite bowler, Callum Alberti, who we streamed first up this morning.
So obviously a character as well.
Yeah, he's a volunteer firefighter,
Yes.
which is very interesting, and he's a one-eyed Collingwood supporter.
Oh, I'm liking him even more now, Val. Okay, they're on the board.
Yes, just a single for the WA team of Billy Coffey and Cam Wellington. 2-1 in favour of Smith and Chakouch.
I will say, being from Western Sydney, I'd prefer not to talk about AFL at the moment.
More than fair enough.
Yeah, understandable.
More than fair enough. You know what? I don't actually think I've met a proper GWS supporter, so it's nice to...
I was there on Saturday night.
Oh, really?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Until, Joe Danaher just went bang.
Yes, as he can do.
Yep.
Yeah, but at least you made the record books for the
Second
greatest comeback.
Well, it wasn't the record.
No, that wasn't the
Jack
record.
in the ditch.
Unfortunately, I think we're holding a few too many records that I'd like to get rid of.
Don't worry, at least you didn't win just 2 games this year,
No.
like my mob did. As you can hear, the wind is it's picked up so much from this morning session, so these players are just going to have to try and feel their way through this. Jasmine Smith, her idols in terms of bowlers, both her and Chanel have said Dawn Heyman and Kelsey Cottrell, but Jasmine says, I suppose I have to mention my sister, who represented Australia and won the women's singles at the World Bowls Junior Championships indoor in Ireland in 2022.
That's nice of her.
Hopes to one day play for Australia. Has been bowling for 6.5 years.
Okay, we're back to full length again.
And I know both girls are very lucky. Obviously, they've mentioned Dawn Heyman, but having her as a club mate, and I was actually at the club running an event not long ago and watching a green full of people rolling up, and every rink had a national player on it, so they're learning off the best at the same time.
Yep. And now they've got a Bowls Premier League team as well, the Sydney Saints, which is going to be amazing. Ben Twist, Dawn Heyman, Jamie Walker, and Dave Ferguson as the coach.
Yeah, not too shabby. They should do all right.
Well, we went up there recently to St. John's for our conference, Peter, and you get there and there's a 5-story car park. And you sit there and you're like, are we at a bowls club or a hospital here? Like, this is huge.
It is huge. They've got plenty of dough, and they've got some very good players.
It's fantastic, but they give back to the sport. And Anthony Cotty there in their bowls office just does an amazing job. So well done to everyone at St. John's. And
yeah, I know through the school system, because I also organise the New South Wales events. When Anthony first spoke to me about putting in for a BPL franchise, that they actually want to try and host more of our school events, and we were there last month. They put everything on for us. They couldn't have been more helpful, and he sort of wants to start making a bit of a link with the community, I suppose.
Sensational.
Back into it. So yeah, definitely a congratulations to them on what they're doing there.
And plus them purchasing, a few of the struggling bowls clubs.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic as well. So, we'd normally see those bowls clubs disappear, but because it's St. John's, they're there and they're going to try and, get them up and running again, which is fantastic.
Yep. Sensational. And Mick, tell us about your role with School Sport Australia. So National Sports Advisor sounds very good.
To be 100% honest, I'm still working it out a bit on the run. It was only... So basically, they don't appoint a national sports advisor unless there's 4 states competing in the championships, and then that becomes an official championship. So Gavin Holburn, who I know most of the New South Wales people will know, he had done a great job looking after all of New South Wales school bowls. He also used to run the exchanges that we had between states, and he had at one stage been appointed national sports advisor, but then COVID hit and it sort of didn't quite get up and running. And he actually has just finished up teaching and moved into a role at Maryland's Bowling Club, another one of our very strong Western Sydney clubs. So as of last year, they didn't appoint a national sports advisor, but we did have the exchange last year in New South Wales and Victoria, and basically we decided we wanted to try and push for it. Brett Hughes, obviously, as I've mentioned, with Bowls Australia, got on board and sort of said, what can Bowls Australia do to help? And it was only May that they actually appointed a national sports advisor, because that's when we got confirmation of the extra 3 teams entering. So it has been a bit hectic trying to get on top of it all. It's been a lot, and as much as it's my name that's there as national sports advisor, Matty Atobe from Victoria has had a huge input into it, and obviously works with Bowls Victoria. Brett's been there every step of the way. Andrew, who's from School Sport Victoria, is the carnival organiser here, so he's had a big part in it. And it's basically just trying to get the rules and regulations in there so that everyone knows what's happening. Not necessarily make the decisions, but organise the decisions that we vote on, to make sure that we try and provide the best opportunity for the kids and the best conditions of play that we can to make it a valid carnival.
Sensational. It's absolutely great, and it's been a brilliant morning so far. Of course, as we said, we've got 4 sessions today. This is session 2 of 4, and then 4 tomorrow, and then 2 on Friday. And then the All-Australian team is picked.
So we've got WA holding 1 shot, I believe, at the moment, only just. It could be a measure between the front New South Wales bowl and the back WA bowl.
If Chanel can get around here, just needs the weight.
Yeah, she's just gone a little bit short.
Yep. Crashed in. So, Cam Wellington.
Cam needs to add here.
Labels one of his career highlights as beating Callum Alberti in singles once. That's what it says here anyway. Silver medal.
There's a good track coming in here. Just pulling up. Has he done enough? Probably not. 1 down. So still the 1. Changing hands now. Playing on the backhand, getting around that front blue New South Wales bowl, or pushing it in. good line. Just a little bit heavy.
So, it's been
One to WA again.
interesting start to this contest between these two teams, and first two ends went the way of New South Wales and just ticking up in singles at the present time. So Billy Coffey and Cam Wellington.
So 2 all on 3. And WA off again. Big grin on his face as he throws the jack down.
Yeah, Chanel's just updated it 2 all on 4. They forgot to
2 all on 4.
Tick one of the ends over.
You're not listening to me, Peter.
Just testing you.
Man, I'm testing you.
It doesn't take much.
So how difficult would these four be finding the conditions out here compared to this morning? It was the breeze was fairly light, and now it is rocketing in at the moment.
Yeah, and I think in the 10 or 15 minutes I've been sitting here, it's switched 3 times. It's now coming from behind the club again.
It's going all around the place.
And you can start to see some of the leaves that are on the ground sort of swirling around. So there's certainly going to be a little element of hoping that you judge it correctly. But they've started well this end.
They have.
Maybe the shorter ends are going to be the go.
Okay, last bowl comes in for shot.
What has Billy Coffey got?
Billy's got a bit of extra on it.
Going to be a decent spot for them later on.
Finishes in a decent home. As the wind rushes through. Very determined look. She lets that ball go.
Jasmine just ending up a little bit short, but time for Billy to... He's not too happy. Bit of a grimace as he let that one go. It's making its way back, though.
It's coming in nicely. Wow.
Just didn't get around his front, but...
Yes, it is. It's shot.
That'll do. It wobbled and wiggled its way past.
Yeah, in conditions like this, don't give your bowl away until it finishes, because anything can happen.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. As you can see, Chanel's hair there just being blown by the wind. Coming back here for Jasmine Smith. Just not sure it's done enough.
No, just a fresh and short.
That Western Australian bowl at the back might come in very handy now, because
Yes.
it's like there might be a few options for Chanel.
Yeah, she can push through with a metre on or so. Balls to roll off.
Cam Wellington. One of the up-and-coming Western Australian juniors going around the back, so got 2 controlling the tee here. Chanel needs to be on with her first.
Ooh. She pretty well just had draw weight there. She couldn't afford to hit anything. Might have to change her shot. So he's gone to the backhand.
Good communication between these two. Jasmine giving instructions.
Yeah, as you said, they've played a lot together, so they probably know each other's type of game very well, which is always handy when you're playing in pairs.
One does get around the back, but still 2 on the tee if anything is moved. So holding 1 and a couple at the back. This is a really good position for Cam and Billy to be in.
But just didn't move in where it probably normally would.
It is quite tricky. Chanel's bowl on the backhand got held out by the breeze, and then the next bowl got held out on the forehand. So it did shift, and it looks like New South Wales are now going to play with a little bit less weight because of those dangers out the back.
What has Chanel got?
Well, she's got a little bit on it.
She's a bit tight, though.
And gone under.
Just skewed past everything, so it's at least 1. Billy kicks that 1 out. Will we get a measure for the second?
Well, Billy thinks it's 2. I can tell by his face. 1.
Just the 1.
Just the 1. So we continue to tick up in 1s, but they take the lead for the first time in this match here. 3-2 after 5. Coffey and Wellington leading this one. Interesting to see where this jack goes. It's so important getting this jack roll right, and it's good that we're teaching them how to do it early.
Okay, he's gone shortish. As the screen nearly gets blown over.
This is insane. It's just, it picks up out of nowhere.
It's one of those times when you're on the mat, you feel the wind suddenly on your left-hand side or right-hand side, and you change your shot as you're letting it go.
I think we might need to invest in a big tarp to drop down here and try and protect us from the wind.
It is always one of the challenges of our sport, being outdoors, and it probably has a bigger impact, the wind, than a lot of other sports, where it's sort of player movement might be more important.
Yeah.
There's a good start. Just a little bit over. These conditions, I'd be happy with that.
And it's funny, though, because for the person that's just picking this sport up for the first time, you might say, well, bowls are pretty heavy. They shouldn't be affected by the wind, but...
Yes, it's amazing how much it can have a difference on a bowl's movement and how far it runs.
And you see a bowl is tracking absolutely beautifully. Halfway down the green, the wind picks up and it just stops the bowl in its tracks. Happens a lot more often than you'd think.
Oh, don't think this is there.
That can then be the challenge. You concentrate so much on getting your line right, and you can forget the other half.
How long have you been bowling for, Mick?
Since I was about these kids' age. Started when I was 12. I must admit I don't play a lot anymore. I've sort of shuffled into the running of events a bit, and I've got a couple of kids at a high school age, so I'm at a fair few different sports during the week, following them around and coaching their teams and so on. So haven't sort of played a lot of bowls in the last 10 years or so.
How do they come out when you do get on the green?
Oh, very much depends on the day these days. Been lucky to win a few things, but I can certainly be a testament to the fact that if you want to play well, you need to practice, because I try and just turn up on the day and it's not quite as successful as it used to be.
We can't all be Peter Williams.
Oh, you're right.
I'm sure there's a few people that can get away with it, but you just can't have that same confidence as you're letting them go.
For sure.
Okay, so they've shortened it up. They're all having a bit of trouble with their weight.
I'll be interested to see what length the girls throw if they win it in soon, because they went full length and everyone found it difficult. And Western Australia the boys have clearly got a plan to go a bit shorter.
Looking at this, though, Cam Wellington has found his range. But Chakouch,
It's just not going to make it.
Yeah,
again,
you could hear that wind.
the breeze just picked up and sort of stopped it. It's actually in this direction that they're bowling. The wind is actually pushing against the bowl.
So WA's holding one at the moment. Can he add? His weight looks pretty good.
He might have even added a...
Yeah, I reckon
Might be 2 or 3 even.
that's close for 3. Jack high bowl and probably favouring that a little bit more than the back bowl of Jasmine Smith.
Yeah, I think it's
Chanel
3
just needs a
down.
good path here.
Oh, look at this.
Chakouch, what's she done?
Has she held on to it?
It's close, I reckon. I think Billy said 1 down.
Good bowl. 3 down to 1 up. Needed it. Well done.
Yeah, especially after dropping a couple of ends, even though they're ones, you don't want to drop a score
No.
at the end of that section.
Okay. He's playing weight. He's going for the bowls. For the bowl, I should say.
Just skimmed off Billy's front one.
Okay, New South. Holding 1.
It looks like she should have a reasonable track down on the forehand to
Yeah.
play with confidence at least, so that might make it a bit easier for her.
So, Chakouch.
Okay, she's on the forehand, as you said. Opened up a little bit with that ball getting pushed out the last shot.
I think they're 1 up. That's what Billy Coffey indicated.
Ooh, she is close.
Can she get a second? Oh, yes.
What a great bowl.
Chanel.
Great bowl.
That is sensational. From the young New South Wales star, they're back in front. First multiple of the match.
2 absolute cracker bowls to finish up. Putting them 2 up.
Bowl of the day so far.
So we'll see what length they go. If they go back to long again.
Have a look at the replay of this one coming down. Just sat her own in, knocked it down,
Absolutely beautiful.
and then used the other one to perfection. Chakouch take a bow.
They're trying to work out their length here, and Chanel said you pick it,
You pick it.
and Jasmine said what would you like.
What I'll do is I'll throw the jack down, and wherever it goes,
We'll play to
I'll
it.
play to it. Looks
Only because they have to.
she's putting a little bit of weight on it. She's going along again.
But probably about a 3/4 length here. Maybe just beyond that.
A little bit more than that.
Maybe 85%.
Just don't get too pedantic. As the bird up there is chasing a bug.
I think it got it too.
He got it.
Caught it, he's happy. Off to the golf course.
Okay. Oh, this is a good start.
Jasmine Smith. That is a very good start, and you can see
Excellent
the wind
bowl.
just pushing through here.
See if Billy can reply.
Yes, we've managed to get some colour-coded scoreboard markers, and one of them's just taken off in the wind.
It has. At least the yellow's still up, so that's fine. So 4-3.
Okay, see if you can put another one like a first in, because her first was an absolute ripper. And this looks pretty good too. Yeah,
Good home.
you'd be happy with that.
And this is where the learnings for these players, it's so important because, you know, you're playing for your state. The conditions are really tricky. You know, this is the sort of battle mentally that you want as a 16, 17-year-old.
And then he takes shot.
Yeah, it's a great experience for the kids. I know some of them have been to the national event, and some of them will be going to the one that's on in a little bit of time. But there's also a lot of students here, or a lot of juniors here, who this is the first exposure they've had at this level. So we certainly like the fact that happens, and it does give them the opportunity to see where they fit into the grand scheme of things and what is required.
Look at this bowl.
Jasmine Smith.
And dobs it on, take shot away.
Getting better and better. Billy Coffey, what have you got?
Bowl for bowl at the moment in these conditions, fantastic. He's close too.
Jogging in after it.
Look, it's just dobbing. Oh, it's just dropping under.
Still a fairly tight head in these conditions. It maybe found the length that's a bit more suitable.
Okay, New South holding 1. That's hard to get to. He probably has to play a little bit over to dislodge that front bowl.
Probably also a head where Chanel doesn't have to be too worried either.
No.
Up on the backhand, there's a few things that could work well.
Okay. He needs to change the head a bit. He's got the weight to do it, but it's probably going to get blown away.
Yeah, that won't turn with that breeze, I would guess.
Nah.
Not much would turn with that breeze.
That bowl was nearly perfect until that breeze came up.
It is coming in ridiculous proportions. We were warned before coming up that it can get to be like a wind tunnel.
Interesting thing now is it feels like it's hitting us from behind, but if you look at the flag,
well, he's changing his hand.
Blowing the other way.
He's not sure about it. He's not sure about it at all. Is he going to listen to his lead, or is he going to make his own decision? He's going to make his own decision.
They're both laughing.
He's just like, I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. I'm sticking with what I think.
He's gone slightly bigger weight.
Cam Wellington underneath. And of course, they're not used to being live streamed, so they will occasionally stand in front of the cameras. So you can see that one come in there. We'll go and word them up after the game. We won't tell them during, because we should get a little bit of a view here.
Okay, he's playing weight again. Oh. He's got it.
Good bowl there.
Okay, it goes on the tee. It's out of bounds.
He's made a few, I think.
Not sure.
New South Wales on that orange bowl.
Oh, the orange bowl out the back, yes.
Yep, that'll be one to Jasmine Smith and Chanel Chakouch, I reckon. Will they measure?
They both want it. It's mine. No, it's mine. Okay, we'll measure.
So let's see what the verdict will be.
Looks like New South Wales fairly easily. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. New South Wales.
So 5-3 after 7.
It's certainly worth a measure. It's good to see the kids getting used to just, if they're not sure, just put a measure on it and make sure of it.
Nearly at the halfway point of this match.
Yeah, a lot better than standing above it and going, I think it's yours, I think it's yours. Just measure.
Finish here at 12:15.
Okay, they're going the same length again. What is it, 85%?
About that. About that. We'll go with that anyway.
Yeah, pretty good roll.
Also, I've seen a couple of times over my time doing this live streaming where the wind has actually been so strong that it can push the jack.
Yes, it certainly can. That's when you know you're in for a fun day.
Yeah. I think the Trans-Tasman earlier this year at Night was a prime example of that in New Zealand, where you're watching the live stream and everything's just getting moved by the wind, and that is a sensational start. That wasn't moved by the wind, that was moved by Jasmine Smith.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful bowl.
She's gotten used to these conditions.
This is coming in. It's coming in. Ooh, great attempt. Good spot.
I know I was lucky enough to travel down the Western Australian coast a couple of years ago, and it was windy pretty much every place we went. So I dare say that the boys might have had a bit of practice in it.
Well, yeah, the under-18 championships last year at the Nationals, Troy Kinane was telling us we're at Sorrento Bowling Club.
Yep.
And apparently it was blowing an absolute gale.
Yeah.
What is it, the Fremantle Doctor?
Yes, I learned that it's not just in Fremantle, but that's for sure.
Sure, why they call it a doctor?
I don't know.
Yeah, you hear it for 5 days a year pretty much when you're watching the Test cricket in Perth.
Yep. All you hear is about when the doctor's coming.
Yeah, and it's not as prevalent at Perth Stadium as it was at the Wacker. But
Maybe it's called a doctor because it's making a house call.
maybe the Port Phillip doctor is he's arrived early.
Here's another great bowl.
Yeah, that's
Jasmine Smith.
awesome leading.
Oh, she's fattened up the head though.
Yes, it's tricky how close you want to get when you've already got one on it, but I think in these conditions you just keep getting them as close as you can and cross fingers.
So Lachlan Williams next to us has done the research, and it's called the doctor because of the relief that it brings on hot summer days.
Ah,
Fair enough.
makes sense.
Yes.
So it's an affectionate name.
Yes, it's generally beautiful weather over there, but a few days where it was a bit warm.
Okay, we've got two, and unfortunately one at 3 o'clock and one at 9 o'clock.
They're just starting to flex their muscles a little bit after dropping those 3 singles on end 3, 4 and 5.
You'd think a weighted shot would be coming up any second.
They don't really have one behind. One Billy Coffey bowl is there, and Chanel.
It's not going to make it any easier for them.
That is monumental.
Let's see if he plays weight. What do you think?
That might even give him a little bit of cover with one of the shorter bowls. You've got to sort of navigate that.
He's got a little bit of weight on it.
Just arriving, he turned his back on it pretty quick, and there's good reason as to why. So that's going to treacle its way towards the ditch. Does it stay up? No.
No. Yeah, personally, I probably would have played a harder weight at that for my first bowl.
Look at this replay here from Chanel. That is just brilliant. What can she do here? She's going behind. And this is a great bowl. Either way, just had to rock.
Well, she's
sit.
rocked enough to aim the tee, so that's a good bowl.
Yep, she got the result. Either way, gave it a chance and put it in the right area.
That's better.
Bigger weight here from Cam Wellington.
Oh, he's hit it too. Great bowl.
And he's killed it.
Has killed it.
One to New South Wales on the tee with that one from the last bowl. So it worked out well.
But it'll be pretty much one bowl to the tee from each. So
yeah, so now we've got a bowler for the skips.
So hit Chanel's wing bowl there. Ricocheted on, knocked the jack out. That's the problem with a fattened target because you can utilise those wing bowls and all sorts of things to pinball the jack around.
I think he might have also worked out that slightly firmer shot's taking a bit of the wind effect out of it.
Exactly.
Might be a bit easier.
Okay, we've got pretty well tee to tee. A draw off.
And this one.
And she's done it very well. Still room though.
Got it behind, so Cam Wellington getting a big question asked of him.
Good shot there too, having to change hands after playing, I think, a couple of ends in a row, nearly all forehand coming this way.
Well, he's got a fair bit of weight on it.
It's moving pretty quick.
Oh, look at this.
It's coming. Has he done enough?
Enough for second shot.
Oh.
Oh no, down.
He's drawn shot.
He's drawn shot
Great
with that.
bowls.
That is brilliant. I was going to say, Peter, I thought he had that.
Yeah.
That's brilliantly done from Cam Wellington. Absolutely sensational. And he delivered when he needed to. 5-4 the score after 8 ends.
A very good ball.
16 is the full allotment if we get there, timed out at an hour and a half.
Oh.
Where does Billy Coffey want to put this?
He's bringing it up. They're very precise with where he wants the mat. Okay, we've gone pretty short again.
Yeah, I think Chanel's just going to check this one.
Just going to pace this out. All good, I believe, yes. Billy Coffey with a wry smile.
Good to go. Not a bad start.
That's his best lead bowl of the day so far. That is brilliant. Should be very happy with that.
He is. Just going to pull up a fraction short. Not bad though.
Reply to set up a good head for them.
Yeah. He's changing hands.
This one, both teams have settled into this really well now. And we're in for an interesting finish, I think. Billy Coffey. Just starting to get better and better. One pretty much right behind and then two behind.
Yeah.
They can be utilised. As a lead, you never want to put them short.
Good spots.
You never want to put them short at all.
Yeah, any skip would be very happy with shot and 2 backwards.
Yep.
Oh,
And that's why, because those 2 back ones have now come into the equation. It is a toucher from Jasmine Smith, but just put it the wrong way. She's also found her range, that's for sure.
certainly one of the challenges of the game. Jasmine actually played a couple of really good bowls and goes for the head 3 down.
Oh, he's close.
Not far away at all.
No, that's the 4th.
So this is now a dangerous time for Smith and Chakouch.
Oh, is she there? No.
Chanel.
Ooh.
She could be on the verge of having to save possibly 5 with her next. This has been something brilliant from the Western Australian pairing.
He's changing hands because he's scared of hitting that bowl.
Fair enough.
He's
Very
not-
hard when you're worried about something.
He's
Yeah.
not there either.
Yeah, I think he was too worried about what could go wrong rather than what could go right.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
He's got a little wry smile about it.
He's playing this game in a great spirit. He is absolutely loving his time out here, is Cam Wellington.
Okay, definitely not short here, but
Chanel.
going to flow through or hit something? No, flow through.
Cam Wellington needs to
Okay, he's got much better weight.
couple more metres. Now needs to get through this maze of bowls. Has he done enough? Probably not.
Probably not.
So they're probably 4 down here.
Okay, he's a very important bowl.
If they stay 4 down,
I like her
be
weight.
down by 3. Chanel Chakouch. Chanel Chakouch.
Not enough.
What is the end count going to be here?
1,
2
2.
taken out.
3. He's kicking it.
Yep.
4. No, 3.
3 it is. More importantly for Western Australia, the lead. 7-5 after 9. Mick Devine and Peter Williams joining me, Val Febo, for this match. And Mick, this is exactly what you want from a National Schools Championships.
Yeah, it's great, and I'm looking across the other scoreboards as well. There's plenty of tight games. There's probably a couple where some of the less experienced players look like they're in front at the moment. So it's started off very well. I know the first game, young Callum from Western Australia got a bit of a jump early, but it was great to see a good comeback and a game that sort of tightened up a bit towards the end. And this one's been a cracker so far.
Yeah, Zane made a real fist of that. And Western Australia, they want to go at 2 from 2 on the live stream rink this morning.
Yes, and I know they actually had some pretty positive results out on the other rinks as well this morning. I haven't had a chance to put the results in yet, obviously being down here, but we'll get them in over lunch and people can have a look on, I think the Bowls Australia website's going to have the link there and a few other sites. School Sport Australia site's got the link to the results. But I know Western Australia were pretty pleased with their morning and they're continuing it on in the same manner here.
Okay, well, this end's a little bit looser than the last end we had.
Again, there was a big gust of wind that you probably heard in the effects mic coming through.
And once again, he did just roll the jack an extra couple of metres, which I'm not sure if it was tactics or just the way it went, but that can change things as well.
Here comes shot.
7-5 after 10. Sorry, after 9. On end 10 of 16. Or 12-15, whichever comes first.
Looks like probably most games are going to finish an end or two short of their maximum ends they're allowed time-wise.
Shot back to WA now.
But it's also good to see the players. You know, a lot of them would be used to playing the longer times and the longer end formats, but you know, they're still sticking to their methods. They're not being rushed.
Yeah, and that's a big part. You might see with a couple of minutes left, they might have to make a decision a bit like they do in AFL, where they don't.
All right, we've lost 2 cameras. We've that is.
We just got the real big gust.
That is absolutely insane.
Oh my God.
The phone's actually fallen out of the case. That's how strong that was.
Yeah, as I was saying, sometimes in any of the football codes, you'll see them have to rush their shot at goal if they know time's running out. You might see that with an end to go. But other than that, the kids get a very good range of different types of events these days. So they've sort of had some experience pretty much in whatever you throw at them, which obviously helps them along the way.
So looking at the head of the moment, WA have got 2, but here comes shot bowl.
Yeah, that's a
beautiful
great draw
bowl.
shot.
While Lockie fixes up the cameras that have all got blown over. Oh, one of the connectors is broken. Oh, good attempt here. Good spot. New South Wales still holding 1. As the wind just continues. Oh, good try.
Is it a special ball? No, it's just a special. It should be, because I've got one up there. I've got one charger up there if you do need one.
Should be
Okay, 2 bowls to go this end. New South Wales holding 1. A beautiful draw bowl. Playing weight. Missing on the right. Chance to draw another. Not going to be easy. Might just pull up. Yeah. 1 to New South. Does it make scores even?
I think it might be WA by 1. Might be 7-6 on 10.
It is 7-6.
Thank you. Can't see the screen properly.
So 7-6. And
Good game of bowls.
really is.
Sticking to their plan of the longer end.
Yep. Pretty well full length.
Six ends to play, including this one, or 24 minutes.
Yeah, they'll actually go close. As long as the Jacks Jack's centred, they actually play the final end even if it is time.
Yep.
So
Yeah, all we have to do is roll it, so just get it out. I genuinely cannot believe that gust of wind that we just had. That was absolutely insane. Doesn't happen much where the wind pushes over the cameras and tripods, but certainly did so there.
Oh, Victoria in ring 4 has dropped to 4. Ooh, against SA. SA needed it. Okay, New South Wales first bowl, perfect weight. Enough for shot. Still probably a few feet short. Sitting on the edge. Could be worse. He's gone to the t-shirt. Do you believe it? He's gone to the shirt.
It's intensifying out there, that's for sure.
Let's come on. Ooh, another one just in.
no one's quite nailed it, but it's sort of a bit of a tricky end to get into.
Yep.
A couple of bowls just around the area that make it a challenge, although he's done a great job of it here.
He
Billy
has.
Coffey.
He's drawn shot.
Very happy with that one.
He is. Okay, South Australia with the Jack High bowl as shot. Usually not where you really want it because you can come in off that. And that'll be the intention of New South Wales here now. And wrong side.
Great attempt.
Very good attempt.
Might set up a shot where Chanel can play a little bit more positively with the next.
Yeah, I think you're right.
This would be a nice confidence booster for both Billy and Cam. They can get a victory over two players that are featuring very prominently at national level. As we said, making the final of the Junior Golden Nugget, which is so impressive to be able to do.
You're correct. She's put the extra weight on. Will it come in? No. It's hanging up, though.
Yeah, I think that's about the right sort of weight to be playing.
Yeah.
You can sit it for a few.
Totally agree.
This changes
Oh, he's
things
played
again.
this well. Yeah, probably the same shots on still.
Yeah, it looks like the girls might be planning just slightly less weight than that attempt, more trying to stay in the head and draw it or land it.
So Chanel, this is a big bowl for her. And a big bowl in the context of this match. Now Jasmine is interested. But it's
just going to run short.
Yeah, pushed away.
Yeah, the weight was a little bit off. Only just. So the boys are holding
2
at the moment.
We do apologise, the scoreboard there couldn't fit in the full names. It didn't give us there, but it's Billy, Farnan, Coffey.
Came out very straight. Yes, it did. Oh my God!
Oh, look, that's
There's different ways to do things.
and
Did it come in?
Cam Wellington apologises, and that would absolutely sting if you're Chanel and Jasmine.
When it came out of his hand, I went, "Oh man, that's thin." And then he gets a rock in. Did it contribute?
Must be tight.
Oh no. He's calling it. He's calling 3.
That's cruel.
It is very unfair.
It is so cruel.
And he's
And
he's doing it with a grin on his face.
Smiling assassin.
Yes.
It's a cruel sport. Chanel and Jasmine know it. And that is 3. So 10-6. Well,
Bad bowl, good result.
the last 3 ends, they've netted 2 threes here. And before that, they hadn't scored a multiple. And that is the difference at the moment. They lead by 4. Got 16 minutes on the clock. Need to get...
Nope, Jack's holding up.
I think
He was a little bit worried about it when he let it go, but it pulled up all right.
Sorry, just organising the times. We're trying to give the players a 10-minute warning so they sort of know they've got that end and one more. And they'll be getting that warning in about 6 minutes' time.
Yep. So 12:15 local time is when we finish, which is 16 minutes away. We've got 5 ends to get through, including this one. So we'll go close. I don't quite think we're going to get there.
Might be one short. They might...
They might just get that last one in, but we'll see. As the smell of food wafts around the city of Geelong Bowls Club.
Yes, I know as much as the kids love their bowls, they like to get their lunch as well.
Okay, a little loose start here. Nothing within 1.5 metres. Changing hands.
Sometimes these are the ends where something weird can happen. Bowls in your way and having to change hands. If someone can get one right on it early on, can make it difficult.
Well, she's got the closest. Still a couple of feet to work with. Just needs to pull up. And it has.
This ball coming in could be very important in the scheme of the game. Chanel seems to like it.
It's not there.
But it hasn't quite got the legs.
Okay, it's anyone's end at the moment.
This is where Chanel just needs to really zone in. Concentration has to be at its highest. Still looks like she's enjoying herself out there. Cam and Billy have just had smiles on their face the whole
certainly
time.
enjoying themselves.
They are just loving life out here. I don't think Billy's lost the smile.
No. They're having a ball.
It's great. It's so good.
Cam's gone back to the forehand that he's been confident on, but there are a few things in the way there.
Is he trying to come around or under? It's like a very hard hand to play.
Yeah, as he let it go, he looked like he thought it was a bit wider than where he was aiming. In the area.
If it beats that one, it's probably could be shot. Oh,
Jasmine saying too. That's
really?
Yeah, the back one I don't think is in.
Fair way out.
Yeah.
Now the danger is a good ball can easily just run into something and get no result.
Mm.
So, a 2 here would be huge for the New South Wales pairing, but Cam Wellington
This
just
looks
continues
pretty good.
to find things.
Oh no, it's still got 2.
So now to
Right.
put in a third possibly here.
Really need a third. Come on. These are times you really have to add.
Nothing in the way there. It would have been good enough for shot, but Chanel's first bowl
Oh,
just
is it
tackled
cutting? Yeah, it's gone.
Although,
But
Oh,
don't think it did enough, did it?
I don't know.
No. Still 2.
3.
No, that's
2.
2.
I think
2.
Cam's now looking at possibly playing a bit of weight by the looks of it.
Mm.
His bowl does look like it'd be wedged safely in there.
Yep. He's definitely not going to be short.
Cam Wellington. Oh, he hasn't done it again, has he?
Yes, he
He
has.
has got the result. I know, the girls have got 1.
Still got 1.
It's close, but yeah, I think Chanel's bowl will remain as the shot bar in catastrophe here. Can she put in a second? It's vital that she does,
Has
because
to get the grass, which he missed out last time.
there is only 11 minutes to go. Is this going to get there, or is it going to cut?
No, she's got that.
So it's something, but
One in New
it's
South Wales.
10-7 with 11 minutes to go, or 10 and a bit minutes, 10 minutes to go now.
Okay, New South Wales need to get cracking. Get a couple of ends in. Hurry up.
Yes, I'd imagine it'll be this end and one more, so they would have to win both of them.
Yep. It's been a good game overall in these conditions.
Yeah, these are hard conditions to navigate, and both teams have done their absolute utmost. Like it's hard to really sell what the wind has been like, but it has been blowing an absolute gale to the point where I think one of us is going to have to stand guard and make sure that nothing blows over. Jasmine, that's a good start.
Yep.
Just needed something behind because they need a total here. They need 3 to tie it.
Bowlers, there are 10 more minutes to conclude this. 10 more minutes.
Okay, here's her chance. He's gone a bit short. Let her in.
Billy, Farnan, Coffey. He's gotten better and better as this match has gone on.
He's just went and grabbed a black swan and put it next to the rink.
Yes, they've got their little team mascot.
So he's good luck charm.
Even the swan can't sit up in this wind, but
The swan's gone.
He's having a nap, that swan, as you can see there, just lying down next to the boundary peg.
Okay, this is a better weight.
But it's given Billy Farnan and Coffey some pretty good luck, because that is the shot.
It is. Beautiful drive by Western Australia on the rink next door. Take the shot ball out.
Jasmine probably hasn't done enough there with her final. Billy Farnan and Coffey, they can almost finish it off now. 8 minutes left on the clock.
It's gone a bit heavy.
But doesn't matter, he's on the tee.
That's right.
Oh no, he's not. Just didn't move. I thought that was going to come back, but this wind is playing tricks on me as well.
I know one of the singles games this morning, the second last end got killed. The jack had to come forward to the respot. The first bowl he ended trailed it towards the ditch, so didn't get the result that the Victorian boy wanted. He ended up killing it, and it came forward, and he was 2 down.
It's very unlucky when that happens. There's one at the BPL last year where Chloe Stewart, in a tiebreak at first bowl, ran for the jack, got it belly, but to belly, rebounded off the ditch, and came back onto the green.
Yeah, they're a bit frustrating when those ones happen. The good thing is all the kids are used to it goes on the tee. It's sort of what they play most of their bowls under, so you can tell even some of the shot selection they're aware of who's got the tee. Or
It's got a little bit of weight on this. Ooh, straight through.
So Cam Wellington wants this to run. Billy's urging it.
Well, pull up again. Okay, you need shots. What are you going to do?
Well, any movement of that jack, if they can get it out to the left of your screen there, they've got a little catchment.
Chanel seems to be talking about a little cannon her bowl onto the shot bowl, but I think as she gets down to this end, she realises that might be a little bit too tricky.
And they have to be aware of time as well.
Say we're only getting one more end after this. So if there's an end win to Western Australia, they can't, or actually no, they can, sorry. But if they can score a 3 here, which not quite holding, can go a long way to at least tying it, but a full count in pairs is very hard to achieve. Chanel Chakouch.
Just not coming in.
Needed a slightly lighter edge. She might have gotten a bit lucky, but not to be.
Fair to say the luck hasn't quite been on their side. A couple of results.
Western Australia's got the luck today. I think it's got something to do with that black swan.
So we've got 4 minutes. We'll get one more end in before the hooter goes. And mathematically, there's still a chance here.
One.
Just the one to Billy Farnan, Coffey, and Cam Wellington. 11-7. This will most likely be the final end.
Sorry, just trying to organise the time. I didn't hear the 5-minute warning.
I think you did give it. Have had it, so 3 minutes on the clock. Jack hasn't been rolled yet. And, yeah, I reckon this is...
Yeah, I can't see them getting another end after this, so quite an important end. 4 shots to force a tie.
5 to win. What will the drama be?
On the tee.
This has been a brilliant performance from the Western Australian pairing. They've won 7 ends to 6, only conceded 1 multiple, and scored 2 threes themselves. So they've been at least second shot.
But that is a good start.
At least second shot in 12 of the 13 ends. That is brilliant.
It's going to be hard to get 4 inside that in these conditions. Oh, she's close. Enough for shot. There's 1. Oh, that's
Really
short.
not so sure about that one.
No. Okay, need another one in. This is pretty good again.
Yeah, 2 good
Might be
starting
2.
You're telling me there's a chance.
There's a chance.
Don't know how this is pointed, but he's got a pretty big gust of wind, so
Yeah.
anything could happen, but he looks pretty good.
His weight's good. Oh, still 2. If they can change with 3 up, she'll be happy.
Chanel will be very happy.
Very happy.
Jasmine Smith, this is huge. If she can put this in, you said it was going to be very hard to get 4 inside that first bowl. This one here just needs it to stop. Well, it's a good home anyway. They can use it. It's not quite going to be 3.
Just going to quickly duck out and do the time.
No worries,
ball,
Mick.
And I'll come back for the last couple of
No
balls.
worries. Perfect. We'll
Yeah,
see
mate.
you soon. So Mick will tell the bowlers that this is it. And he'll be back on deck just for these last couple of bowls, but 2 more required.
Okay.
Next session to start
You
at
guys.
1 o'clock, which is in 45 minutes. That will be a triples match between Victoria and Queensland.
Well, he's bowled this all right. It's just gone through a bit.
Bowlers, that's time, so finish the end that you're on.
So they're holding 2.
We can get back out for round 3. Lunch will pretty much be ready as soon as you can move in and get to your tables. And we'll be back out for a 1 o'clock start.
Okay. Big bowl here. I'm liking the weight.
Chanel Chakouch.
I'm liking the line. There's 3.
Oh, you haven't gone too early, have you? No, that should be okay. That is 3. So now they need 1 more as Mick Devine rejoins us.
Yeah, went away for 1 bowl and it got even closer. Although Cam looks pretty happy with this one.
Oh, this is
In
good.
the area.
This is good.
Cam Wellington,
Yeah, that decided.
Oh,
that is
that ruined the party.
superb.
Well,
Well, it
Yes
didn't
and
ruin
no.
Western Australia's
No,
party.
no.
But look,
It actually
Chanel has something to play to here. She can sit that ball away. That's probably a 4.
getting to it's going to be the challenge.
Yeah.
But it actually brings Jasmine's other bowl into play.
It's going to be hard.
Chanel Chakouch.
Been a great last end.
Yeah. The drama has definitely escalated, and Callum Alberti coming to give some words of encouragement.
Oh, here's a nice weighted bowl. Look at this. And shot. What a lovely bowl.
So that's... Is it 2?
Is it?
I think one, just one.
Just one.
Billy saying just the one.
Yeah,
All right, but I reckon just go for the Hail Mary on the last. Try and get rid of that back bowl, depending on where Cam Wellington could put this one.
A nice weighted shot will push that purple bowl out, and they could sit there for 3. Not enough.
But any contact on that closest bowl, the other bowl may go as well.
Yes.
That's a good
So
point.
that's probably got to be the aim, to get to it and probably hope a bit, but that's better than not having any hope.
All right, well, that's not going to affect the count. All right, so Chanel Chakouch.
Yep, so she's
I think this is going to have to be weight.
she's calling that bowl.
Reese Finn Young watches on as well. Another
Push
absolute
the blue
superstar.
into that. Get rid of those 2. Game. Big finish.
All right.
It's been a good game. Whatever happens.
To tie it up, it's going to have to be something absolutely special. But Chanel Chakouch.
And she lets it go with weight. We're looking,
She's close.
She's liking it.
She got it! Chanel Chakouch, what a shot.
Now we've got to work out how many it's for.
Yeah, well, I think it's only 2.
2.
3.
We're waiting with
Three.
bated breath. 3. Is
Three.
this going to be a
4.
4th? I think it could be.
4. She's moved it already. That's
Well to
4.
claim
It's
5.
4. Is it a 5? Or are we tying? It's a 4. What an unbelievable bowl from Chanel Chakouch.
What a cracker of a game.
And I think if you see a replay, it's only just missed that extra bowl. to
Yeah,
make 5.
it wasn't far. We're going to have a look at the replay here.
That is
11 all.
an absolutely beautiful bowl.
She liked it straight away. Have a look at where this ends. That missed it by a whisker. And they were probably a millimetre away from securing a victory there. But what a finish. Billy Farnan Coffey and Cam Wellington, 11. Jasmine Smith and Chanel Chakouch, 11. Let's have one last look at the tying bowl. That was something special. No 4 was scored throughout the entirety of this match. The most we'd had is a 3. And we'd only had 3 multiples before it. The odds were against them. They achieved it. Mick Devine and Peter Williams, thank you very much for joining me.
What a cracker of a game.
Yes, not a problem. Thanks for being here, and thanks for having us. And I think I'm on again tomorrow for a
Yes,
game.
looking forward to more Mick Devine, because it was a divine pleasure having you on the
And I
broadcast.
think I'll see you next game.
Yes, you will, Peter Williams. You'll be back. So 1 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time in about 40 minutes. We'll be back. But what a match that was. What a finish. Billy Farnan Coffey and Cam Wellington, 11. Jasmine Smith and Chanel Chakouch, 11. A 4 on the final end to tie it. We'll be back shortly on Ringside Live.